What it do, YouTube? Wow. Okay. Hey y'all. This is Ever 7 coming from my kitchen as usual, in the kitchen and out the box. Um. So okay, I'm making a video, and I made a lot of videos today. I hope you guys enjoy them. I like just sharing my perspective and my perception on total things. Um, so I'm gonna present a theory. Now, it's not a fact. It's just a theory. It's something I thought about. I like theories because they you can change them if at some point in the future you don't agree with them. But I'm gonna tell you what happened. Okay. So I have a friend, right? She's my best friend in the whole wide world. And she's a stud. And she's dealing with this chick, right? And me and her, we're friends because we intellectually stimulate each other. She's like the piece to I love my wifey, love her to death, marry her. She don't give a fuck about deep shit. You know what I'm trying to say. She don't care. So this is who I talk to when I want to exchange, you know, theories and concepts and ponder some things and, philosophize and whatnot. So this is who I call on, right? So she is dealing with this chick. Fam. It's a long distance relationship. It's not working. I have known her for 4 years. I actually met her through YouTube. I've known her for 4 years. And in 4 years' time, I could see the growth in her, just like she could see the growth in me. We challenged each other to continue to grow and expand. Okay, I'm making a short story long. Point is, she asked me, why don't I think that her and this girl will work out? I told her immediately, the girl functions in her 3 lower chakras and you function in your 3 upper chakras. And you just not going to have that balance there because she's blocked at the 3rd chakra and she really doesn't have a lot of development in the 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th. What? She was like, wow, Ish, you went deep there. she was like, wow, you went deep, really. But she asked me. And she was like, what made you say that? And I'm like, because, I know where you are in your chakras. I know what blocks you have, which ones are open, because at the end of the day, it's all about balancing the chakras. It's all about having all of them on the same level. Not necessarily all of them as open as they possibly could be. That's where people get it messed up. Just having them balanced. You can't be, this is a theory too. This is why I think priests fuck little boys, because they have a good connection to God in that 7th chakra, that crown chakra. But their 2nd chakra, which controls sex functionings, it's blocked. They're denied because they're supposed to be celibate. Who does that? It's not the way the body was meant to function. Yeah, so it comes out in a perverted, twisted manner. It's just a theory. Talk amongst yourselves about it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm using her as an example. The girl's 3rd chakra is completely choked the fuck up. Her 2nd chakra is open and ready. Do I need to explain chakras? Google it. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, no. Not gonna be like that. Overview. Quick overview of the chakras. 1st chakra is survival instincts. Bam. Self-preservation. 2nd chakra is is emotions, is sexuality, is pleasure. Third chakra is sense of identity, ego, sense of self. Fourth chakra is fourth chakra, your heart chakra is love and positivity, unconditional love. Fifth chakra, third chakra, communication, the ability to speak and make choices, just verbalize things, put things in perspective. Sixth chakra, third eye, sixth sense, seeing things clearly. Perception, very fine-tuned. Seventh chakra, spirituality, oneness with God, oneness with the universe, whatever. Okay, got it. Now, depending on who you are, yourself, if you were to apply the aspects of your personality to the aspects of these chakras, you will find out which ones need work, which ones are good, which ones aren't so good, For instance, I can remember when my fifth chakra began to open. I can remember the exact when I was able to communicate the things I knew and the things that I felt, and not just, as far as from a spiritual aspect, and not just know them. A lot of people know kind of what they feel, but they might not be able to verbalize it. Fourth chakra. Now. Okay, take my wife. Sixth chakra, scared as hell. 6 and 7, she's scared as hell. She love a guy, but she's scared. It's spooky to her. It scares her. Anything that has to do with, sixth sense scares her. Fourth chakra, that's where she's at. That's where she's working. Just being with me and loving me unconditionally. I've seen the growth in that particular chakra. A lot of people don't get past the third chakra. It's sad to say, but it's true. Now, what I was telling my friend is the reason why this chick's third chakra was blocked is because she doesn't have a good sense of who self is. I'm talking about not even ego self. That baby is lost. She doesn't have a good sense of who she is. She's more so piecing together who she is. You know how you go through in your early 20s trying to figure out who you are. You get out in the streets, start partying, you go to college. You take that time in your early 20s to figure out who you are. What do you like? What is your, what do you like to do? What type of person are you? When you hit your 30s, in theory, you should have grown to the point where you know yourself. Some people get stagnated because that third chakra is blocked. They get phony. Instead of them being who they are, they want to create a self-image based on who they want you to think they are. Sometimes they don't know who they are. Sometimes they don't like who they are. Sometimes they don't know how to heal whatever trauma has caused blockage in that third chakra. So they just kind of keep pushing forward, fake it till you make it. They keep building over it instead of actually healing it. She's baby, between me and her fifth chakra is wide open, and her sixth chakra, and her perception isn't even from, she's one of the few people I know that her perception of her sixth sense isn't from a spiritual nature. It's from an intellectual nature. She's such a realist, but she also is a good communicator, and she's open. So she can't get, it just is not working. It's not working because she's with somebody who's giving her false answers. And by her sixth chakra being open, she can see straight through it. And the moral to the story, the whole purpose of the video is, I think that's one of those symbolic things in the Bible that people take literally. People apply to finances. You can't be unequally yoked. I absolutely hate when Christians apply that phrase in the Bible, not to be unequally yoked, to finances. Like you know, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't think that that applies because, you know, different strokes of different folks. I make twice as the amount of money my wife does, and we're perfectly fine with that. You know, it's all about balance. And I'm not even saying that you can not function. Like if you're in your higher chakras, you can't function from somebody that's in the lower chakras. But I think it's about balance at the end of the day. And that's what that phrase unequally yoked is. Um, have you ever met somebody that all they wanted to do was the three F's, fight, fucking feed? You know, these are deeply rooted in the first and the second chakras. This is the animal instincts, the medulla oblongata. How do you pronounce that? You know what I'm trying to say. But the animalistic part of our brain that, you know, teaches us survival of the fittest and things of that nature. And they've never gotten past that. And I've met people like that where I can't even have a mentally stimulating conversation with them because all they can talk about is sex. And you meet them, and yeah, your initial attraction is very important. But okay, you can't build a relationship based on sex. You just can't. I don't know nobody that is like, yeah, I'm in a successful long-term relationship, and all we do is fuck. We don't talk. We don't do anything else. We don't, you know, yeah. Eventually, somebody wants something more. You know why? Because there's 7 chakras, not just 2. And that person might be stuck at the second chakra. These are people that think they're in love because the sex feel good. There is a difference between love and sex, my friend. Love comes from the 4th chakra. Sex comes from the 2nd chakra. There's a difference. But these are people who mistake sex for love. And then at the end of the day, their relationships fail. They can't have successful long-term relationships because they don't understand themselves and they don't understand what they're doing. Okay. So I'm going to read some blockages, you know, that I got. And I'm putting them in my own words, even though, because it's not that I don't agree with the ones that I got off the internet. I do. But I have some too as well. I'm going to read both of them. I got this off of the aurasexpert.com. Give credit where credit is due. Boop. Root chakra blockages include problems with finances, not taking care of yourself, and unfounded fears. Unfounded fears. The people that just can never grow. They are adults who live at home. They can't take care of themselves. They just cannot get their life. Cannot get it together. Second chakra. Mistaken love for sex. I put that. I mean, yeah. Reacting. Everything is a reaction. These are people, oh my God, you cannot talk to them in a relationship without them reacting. They can't talk through a problem. They react with anger. And you know, if you have a problem with them, they get self-defensive and they can't even sit down and talk it through. Because that 5th chakra, they at the second one. The second one is blocked. They can't even get to the point where the 5th one is even activated because the second one is blocked. Yeah. Promiscuous people. The third one. Okay, the 3rd chakra. I like this one. This is the one that gives human beings the capability of human beings. Human beings are the only species that is conscious, that it's conscious. We are the only self-aware species that we are aware of self. We are entirely conscious of the fact that we're conscious. Hence, 3rd dimension, 3rd chakra. Y'all look at y'all. It be getting deep, girl. The rabbit hole be going deep, y'all. Okay, let me calm down. Sociopaths. egomaniacs. Me, selfish people. Me, I. You cannot get them to stop being selfish, to think about yourself. Okay, the third chakra is blocked. How they gonna get to the fourth chakra, which is loving you? Which is that love, that outpouring of love, if the third chakra is blocked. Me, I want to do me. I want to do what feels good. I want to fuck, fight, and feed. Just conceitedness, puffing upness of the ego just running out of control. Fourth chakra. Self-esteem. When it's blocked, low self-esteem. What else? Commitment. Fear of commitment. Just cannot commit to you. You can love them forever. Love them. And they love you, but they won't marry you. They love you, but they're not ready for all of that. There is something that happened. A lot of times things that block these chakras are traumas, things that we go through that traumatize us in whatever event that happened, and we get traumatized. I mean, as human beings, we are very fragile spirits. We get damaged easily. And unfortunately, most people do not know how to heal themselves from the damages and the things that they go through. And it creates blocks in their chakras. Oh, self-esteem, judgment, not being able to forgive, just cannot love, just dysfunction. Okay, fifth chakra. Oh, y'all know these peoples. Y'all know these peoples. A lot of men have problems with the fifth chakra. And you know what? By me being a communicator, that's why I say, I've said in videos that my mental relationship with men don't work. It's not that I have a problem with men. It's just that they're not communicators like that. Well, not all of them. You know what I mean? Because I have a friend who is not a communicator at all, and she said her ex-fiance was the communicator. He was the one, sit down, tell me what's wrong, let's fix it. So, no, not judging all men, not saying all men. Okay, but this is basically poor communication. Yeah. This is expression. This is creativeness, singing, This is inner voice as well. That first mind is not all the way there. This is like fifth and sixth, going into sixth. Not listening to your first mind. Sixth chakra. When it's blocked, kind of have a clouded perception of what reality is. Not thinking things through, making a lot of mistakes because not rational thinking good, just not good fucking common fucking sense. I'm sorry for all the F words, but just not good common sense. Just common sense ain't common, just kind of slow. Why would you do that? Just because they're not listening to their inner voice. It's completely blocked. They don't even know it's there. This is my wife's problem. This is her problem. She's coming out of it, but she's blocked right there. Not believing in herself to have that. Let me tell you something. Every answer to every question you ever want to know is already inside of you. Because you've been here before. Because you come from the stuff that, God come from. The stuff that God made us in his own image stuff. It's already there. That means you have access to all universal knowledge. You know every damn thing. It's all buried in your subconscious. And when your sixth chakra is blocked, that pathway between consciousness and subconsciousness is completely cut off. Yeah. Just seventh and final chakra. Because I'm finna get out of here. Y'all know this video long. Y'all know how I do. Seventh chakra. When the seventh chakra is blocked, you have people that can be controlled. Woo, child. You have people that are in a cult because they're looking for that oneness with God, not realizing they already have it. They're seeking it outside of themselves. And a lot of people's seven chakras are blocked. Give an example of the seventh chakra. The biblical story about when the disciples got the Holy Ghost and the doves descended down, the tongue, flamed tongues descended down on top of their foreheads. Those were their seventh chakras being opened. I have a good ability to take Bible verses and relate it in spiritual language and not necessarily biblical language. So yeah, that was their seventh chakras opening up. And once that seventh chakra is open, you can feel oneness with the universe and with the God essence of God and whatever you want to call it. When it's closed, those are people that, is going to spend $100 on a prayer cloth on, BET at 3 o'clock in the morning because they're searching, but it's disconnected. There's a disconnection there because their own truth. They don't know their own truth. They don't know their own purpose. They're just not really knowing why they're here. Okay. When you're with somebody like that, whose seventh crown chakra is blocked, they are going to be judgmental towards you and critical towards you because the standards that they have for life and love and God have been handed to them by somebody else. These are the people who are gay than a motherfucker. But they want to deny it and try to act like they're not because, God, the Bible say it's wrong. And, they believe they're convicted. Oh my God, conviction is horrible. So anyway, trying to put my attempt in closing was to take problems that people have in relationships with other people, romantic relationships, and related to block chakras. I will make a video in the future on unblocking chakras, but the biggest thing I can say to unblocking chakras is to let go of preconceived notions of what you think to be the truth and reevaluate those truths and be open. Once you start opening up to maybe I'm wrong, maybe it could be something else, and you're open enough to say, well, maybe I'm wrong, the next step is to be open to God to give you the right path. And yeah, you'll be all right. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. Leave me some comments. Love you.